Ah, good old April 1st. The perfect day for anybody to make an announcement. Indeed, 11 years ago, on this very day, Mages announced that the fifth SciADV entry would be Fantastical Science ADV Specium Boys, and at the time of the game's announcement, they had confirmed a release for spring of 2015. In their announcement, they unveiled a simple key visual, as well as the story's general synopsis. To briefly go over the game's planned plot, the story was set to start off in the year 2038, wherein a town of 200,000 people completely disappeared off the face of the planet without a single trace. The story would then go back to the year 2036, following first-year high schooler protagonist Sendo Hikaru, who leads the UFO research club at his high school. The story in general was set to revolve around the concepts of UFOs, aliens, and even CERN and time travel from the looks of things. Funnily enough, you even see Alpha Suzuha in the bottom right corner of the key visual's background. Pretty interesting, right? That all makes it sound like a bit of a mix of elements from Steins Gate and what we would eventually see from Occultic 9 and Anonymous Code. Beyond the game's synopsis, the website also unveiled the tagline saying, "I saw it. A new world that exceeds imagination." And it, of course, had a signature, borderline nonsensical SciADV subtitle reading as follows: UFO, alien, kidnapping, sightings record, memory lost, mothers of the disappeared, the town disappeared, a giant ring, strange things happens to me, the culprit who? This is April Fool's Day, but I believe disbelief is up to you. Evidently, as the tagline makes clear enough, this was nothing more than a silly little April Fool's joke. In fact, in Japanese, the word for fantastical that they use in Fantastical Science ADV is kuso, which is very similar to the word kuso, which means shitty. So the whole thing was just a pun for shitty Science ADV. But a month after April Fool's, Mages had announced that this project was actually not a joke at all, but rather something entirely real. At this point in time, they announced the project's real name as Spacium Shonen, with it seemingly not being a SciADV project, but rather a genuine standalone collaboration project between Mages and Tsuburaya Productions, the studio best known for creating Ultraman. They also changed up the tagline to instead say, "I saw it, an adult world that exceeds imagination," with the general idea of it seemingly being something that would push the boundaries of what you could show from a series on television. But alas, for years, Mages and Tsuburaya Productions provided little to no word on the status of the project. The most we'd heard about it was back in 2018, when Chimaro had leaked out his own production schedule on stream. There, he had Spacium Shonen listed for release as an anime project in the year 2020. This, of course, did not end up happening in the year 2020, and many of the other items on Chimaro's project schedule were either delayed like Anonymous Code, or outright cancelled like Occultic 9 New World. So considering these circumstances, for years, many were willing to dismiss Spacium Shonen as an abandoned effort that would never release. That is, until this past November, when Chiyomaro held a Twitcasting livestream, during which he stated that Spacium Shonen was back. In said livestream, he also unveiled some series character designs for the first time ever, which was pretty cool since the most we had ever seen before then were just silhouettes on the website. And honestly, I think the character designs we've seen are pretty cool, quite reminiscent of both the likes of Osomatsu-kun and also Gegege no Kitaro. Will Spacium Shonen actually come out? Given the news from a few months ago, maybe it actually will. But who knows? This is Chiyomaro we're talking about, and with his projects, anything can happen. Hopefully sometime soon, Spacium Shonen actually releases for real. But anyhow, happy 11th anniversary to the announcement of Specium Boys, the SciADV entry that never happened. I'll see you around, everyone. Nochio.